my editor also wanted me to put some recipes because she wanted some of them. And then I thought, well, if I'm putting cake and cookies, I need to put tea. So I put some of my tea recipes. One of my favorite is called Chill the Flower Out. And
Nice.
and
I
then
love it.
aromatherapy. And that theme is kind of carrying over into this new book, which is called
Yeah.
Mythic Alchemy, because what I'm doing is looking at the 9 emotions from ancient writings from yoga that also found their way into classical Indian music and Indian dance. And not just yoga, but they are called the Navarasa, the 9 emotions or feelings, and they do really make a lot of sense. So what I've done is taken a story, a myth, rewritten it in my words, in my style, and then given each of those a chapter in the second half of the book, because the first half I'm explaining energy and all
Mhm.
sorts of things that will give you the why, would I even want to
Right.
know this? And then the 9 different emotions each have a myth, and then in each of those chapters, things to try, like a yoga posture or a focus before meditating or a recipe. So I'm still carrying that I wanna feed you in more than
Yeah.
one way
That's
into it.
awesome. Yeah. That's beautiful. I love the way you format your books. That's really cool.
Aw.
I love to read. I've always been a big reader myself, and I'm really into like romance. I listen, some thrillers and stuff like that. So I love to read. We actually have a bookstore. I live in a very small town. 100 people, one stoplight, so not very big, but we got a new bookstore last year, and
Oh,
we never
wow.
had anything like that. It's called Ashton Vale, and that's all they do is, like, it has to have some kind of romance in the book. But it's so cool. There's so many different ways you can read it. You can go back to mythology times, Greek mythology. You could be, like, in Game of Thrones type eras, anything that you want to read. So it's so cool to be able to dive in. I love how you took that story and turned it into other parts of it and incorporating it further into your new book. So that's exciting.
Oh,
I'm
thank
excited for
you.
that. I definitely want to get Cupid as a Bastard. That may be a birthday present to myself.
Oh,
And I'm definitely looking forward for your new book as well. So,
yeah, and actually my first book, Lilith,
hmm
is a novel.
oh,
Go
nice. Yes, I
figure.
was going to ask about
I
that.
wrote a
Yeah.
novel first, and this one is my response to what do women really want.
Oh,
But
nice.
it's fiction, or is it? Uh,
Right. Yeah.
and so a lot of the stories come from, me and
Right.
people around me, so you have to ask me, "Did that really happen?" Or,
Yeah.
which people have done.
Right.
But there's definitely some romance in there, you
Right.
might
I'll
wanna
definitely
check
check
that
it
one
out
out
for
too.
sure. Awesome. That's exciting. Before we move on to what else you do, you're a jack of all trades, or as you said, I can't remember exactly what you call yourself. I apologize, but it's on
Oh,
your
Mind
website.
Tamer?
Yeah, Mind Tamer. I love that. So, where can people get your books from? Are they available like on Amazon or anything, or just through your
Mm.
website?
Oh, absolutely, but go to my website and click through
Okay.
from there because each book has a little bit about it and
Yeah.
also, a video that goes with it, so, a trailer or explanation, and then the links that you can click through.
Okay.
Most of them are audiobooks, they're all Kindle as
Okay.
well, but, when like in Cupid is a Bastard, there's a lot of artwork, so
Okay.
we had to kinda skim it back a little bit for the electronic version
Right.
because of the way pages and font expand and contract in
Mhm.
those programs, so you would get more,
Okay.
eh,
Yeah.
from the, physical book.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely include all the links in the show notes, so make sure everybody checks it out.